welcome to Bella TV. I am personally very excited by the guest that is joining me today because if you are as obsessed, no pun intended, with the hit show You on Netflix, then you obviously recognize his face. This is Ben Mehl. Ben, welcome to Bella TV.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're very excited here. There's been a lot of chatter in the office. Everyone loves you and you. So we're really excited to have you join us. So let's jump right in. For anyone who hasn't binged season 3, I don't know how, because I did as soon as it was released, or isn't familiar, tell us about your character Dante and maybe a teaser of the season.
So You season 3 continues to follow Joe Goldberg, stalker slash serial killer, but now he is in a relationship with Love and they have a baby. And so you get to see them in their suburban new life and starting a family together, which doesn't go as you might expect. Or maybe it is as you would expect, I don't know. And my character, so there's a library in this fictional suburban town called Madre Linda, and I work at the library with Marianne, my coworker. And Joe finds like a haven there because of his love of books. That's his place, and he comes and he wants to volunteer, and that's how we get to know each other.
Very cool. Well, I obviously loved it. I mean, it's one of the biggest shows, I think most talked about, most highly anticipated shows on Netflix or just in general. So I'm sure life has been a whirlwind since all of this happened. I mean, tell us what it was like, not only landing the role, but what life has been like since.
It was definitely, so, I mean, this was huge for me. I got this audition and I was hoping, as I do with every audition, but this one I really, I wanted it so bad. And I got home one day and I have twin toddlers and we had just come home from the park, from the playground, and I was giving them a bath and my phone rang and it was my agent. And I was like, could it be? Could it be? And I picked up and he told me that I got the part, that they want me for the part. And I did not know what to say, but I was bathing my daughters. So I was like, I can't talk about this right now. I'm bathing my daughters. I have to call you back. We'll talk later. So yeah, I was beyond thrilled to get this part. And after the release, so I joined Instagram for it.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
I have no choice. I am like obligated to join Instagram. So I'm there. You can find me. I'm at Ben Mehl, M-E-H-L. And it's been really lovely. People are sending me like comments saying that they love me in the show and they love Dante and like they want Dante in their life and they want me to be in season 4. So yeah, it has been a whirlwind,
yeah.
but it's been fun.
Well, as I was saying before we started chatting, everyone in my office loves you and thinks you're hilarious and your character was great. One obviously, important thing to note about your character is that you're blind on the show. But I actually was doing some reading and you have a little bit more in common with Dante in that area than people might expect. So can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So Dante is totally blind. I am visually impaired. I have a rare disease called Stargardt's disease. Kind of a beautiful name, Stargardt's. But what it is a form of macular degeneration. And so the macula is responsible for your central vision. So everything that I look at disappears. Yeah. I have a blind spot right in the center, but I have all of my peripheral vision. So it is a disability, but it's an invisible disability. And it's definitely posed challenges for me as an actor. Reading I have to blow up my text to size 24 font to be able to read it. And I still have to hold it pretty close. But recognizing faces is a challenge for me. But for once in my career, it was an advantage.
But you did still do a lot of, training to get into that kind of mindset, which I'm sure was hard because it does hit so close to home.
Well, it was very personal. So I I trained with an orientation and mobility specialist to learn how to use a cane and how to get around the world the way someone with no sight, tactics and strategies of how to navigate the streets and just around familiar or unfamiliar places. And I practiced a lot. And while I was practicing, there were times where it felt like I don't know how far my own disease is going to progress. And there are people with Stargardt's who do rely on a cane to navigate. And so I like, it was possible that I was preparing myself for one day in the future of what I might need to do as well. So it did strike close to home for me preparing for this role. I also observed people who use canes, and I talked to a lot of people who are blind to understand how to accurately represent. And I mean, one of the things that stuck with me was like, so I was talking to my friend Marilee Talkington, who is also a legally blind actress, and you've seen her on C. She was like, there's this idea that people have of blindness where you're fumbling around to like find things and you're knocking things over. And it's not like that at all. When you're blind, you strategize and you know where everything is because you need to. So there's a deliberateness in how you approach the world, and there's confidence in that. And just, I wanted to bring that to the character.
Well, you did a fantastic job. And hopefully switching to a lighter note, I'm curious, because I am such a huge fan of the show, as is everyone, are there any fun facts about the cast or great moments behind the scenes filming the show that you can share with us?
I mean, one thing that comes to mind is the library that we were in. It's not a real library, it's a set, and it's an amazing set. You're like, it's just this studio, and you walk in and it looks like you are in a full-on library, 2 stories. And the books, it's filled with books. And there was a game that Penn told me he liked to play where you just pick a random book on the shelf and you have to guess whether it's a real book or a fake book. Because you can't tell. Half the books were real books and half the books are just like empty cardboard boxes that look exactly like books.
Wow.
That was a fun little thing.
I like it. Well, we obviously know that there's going to be a season 4. It has been renewed. We're very excited. I don't know if you can tell us if you're going to be there or if you even know if you're going to be there, but anything we can look for from you, any projects, anything you're working on?
I am going to be in season 6. I don't know about season 4, but I'm joking. I
got very excited.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's been written yet, as far as I know. Okay. But it is happening. Season 4 is happening. Yes. I know that a lot of work goes into it before they even start shooting. So I don't know yet. I can't tell you, but
crossed.
Yeah, I would love to be there. I've got the baby, holding the baby hostage.
Exactly. You have to. So last thing, and I had to do it because in my research, I read this about you. So I'm going to put you on the spot because I hear that you are a very talented beatboxer. So you have to do a little something.
My friend just texted me because his son is my biggest fan. So this little boy, and he like sends me requests. While I was shooting, he asked me to do Sweet Dreams because he heard that I did Sweet Dreams.
Okay.
And he was like, will you send it to me? Because I just want to listen to it. So yes, I will, just like my little friend, I'll do it for you as well.
Okay.
Sweet dreams are metal things, by to distance agree, travel the world and the 7 seas, everybody so looking for something.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. Super talented. You are definitely multi-talented, Ben.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You've been so fun. And I can't wait to hopefully see you in season 4 or in anything else. I'm sure you have a very bright, big future and career ahead of you. So
Thank you.
thank you for joining us for Bella TV. And hopefully this is not our last interview together.
Here. It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
Awesome.